Hi everyone, in the last video we came across this giant covalent structure called graphite, and this is found down the middle of your pencil, and it's carbon atoms, thousands of carbon atoms joined together with strong covalent bonds. Now if we imagine taking one layer of those carbon atoms from graphite, we get another giant covalent structure called graphene, and we can see here in graphene that the carbon atoms are arranged in hexagons. Each carbon atom is joined to 3 other carbon atoms with strong covalent bonds. So graphene is a very strong substance. Also, because each carbon atom is only making 3 covalent bonds, it means there will be delocalized electrons, so it can conduct electricity and it can conduct heat. Now because it's only 1 carbon atom thick, it's transparent, it's very thin, so it's transparent, and it's also flexible. So make sure you know the structure and bonding in graphene. We're now going to have a look at some structures also made out of carbon atoms called fullerenes. And the thing that's special about fullerenes is they are a hollow cage of carbon atoms. This one is called Buckminster Fullerene, looks a little bit like a football, and it's made out of 60 carbon atoms joined together. So the formula for Buckminster Fullerene would be C60. And if we look carefully, we can see that the carbon atoms, some of them are arranged in 5-sided pentagons, and some of them are arranged in 6-sided hexagons. So it's made out of pentagons and hexagon shapes. Now each carbon atom makes 3 strong covalent bonds, but that also means there are delocalized electrons, because each carbon atom could make 4 bonds. It's got 4 electrons in the outer shell. So those delocalized electrons mean they can conduct electricity. Also, because it's very small, it's got a high surface area to volume ratio, which means that in the future Buckminster Fullerene may be used as a catalyst. It might also be used as a superconductor in computers because of all those delocalized electrons in the structure. So make sure you can recognize and describe the bonding in Buckminster Fullerene. Here's another example of a fullerene, which is a hollow structure made out of carbon atoms. And with this plasticine, I've tried to show the carbon atoms at this end. This is called a nanotube. And the nano part of the name tells us it's very small. In fact, it's only between 1 and 100 nanometers in size. And if we look at one of the carbon atoms, we can see that it's only making 3 covalent bonds, whereas it could make 4. So that means there will be those delocalized electrons again, so it can conduct electricity and can conduct heat. And also, nanotubes have a high tensile strength. That means if you try and kind of snap it this way by pulling it, they are very strong. Now one potential use for nanotubes in the future might be delivering drugs to different parts of the body. So the drug would be packed inside the nanotube. Many of these would be injected into the patient's body, and then when it gets to the site where it's needed, perhaps like a tumour or something like that, the drugs would come out and just be directed to that site and not affect healthy parts of the body. So once again, another example of a fullerene. Make sure you can recognise a nanotube.